face off. We're gonna talk your face off. We're gonna talk your face off. 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 Talk your face off.
Yo.
I wish we could cut to like an infomercial with like bang, boom, boom, $3,500, yours today for blah 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 blah.
I know. You ruined it. I was gonna come on and do something that said the same thing, like, got $3,500? I sure do.
On
Not
4
right
easy
now.
pays. 4 easy pays. That's it.
There's some want though, that's for sure. They definitely got the want factor is high.
Yeah, it looks so sick.
So good.
Like I only say that as a joke, as in like how many things I could get for that kind of money.
I could get the Jack White Telecaster, triple caster, just $3,500.
Yeah. Yep.
Could use that for work.
Yeah.
So there's the optic. I guess I kind of could use it for work-ish.
I could get 233 cans of so that's 233 pounds of roasted crickets.
Really?
Just in case you were wondering, 233 pounds of roasted crickets.
You could get a used golf cart, probably. I saw somebody say that.
You could.
You get about 3 dozen eggs. Hey, Matt, what's up?
You could also get 53 Utah dinosaur poop dung module.
Yeah.
You can get 53 of those. That's pretty good.
I would like to see some proof on that. Like, so I'm not in my normal spot.
Yeah.
We have about 10 inches of snow.
Isn't that an album title?
About 10 inches of snow, or this?
No, the Informer. Is it
Informer Snow? Remember that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that's his album.
Blam.
I think that's his album title. It's either 12.
I didn't know
10
any words in it. It's like Informer, but jumping, make you dodo now.
It's like the space.
I'm intelligible.
It's
like that guy that talks about buying that helicopter. Have you seen that video? And you're like, it's like one of the memes that people jump on top of, and they do their little thing at the beginning or end of it, and then they have that guy.
Yeah,
that's talking about some rapper that bought a used helicopter, but you have no idea what he says.
He's like, what?
What did you miss? We just started talking about things that we could buy for $3,500. What would you buy if you had 30? Oh, you could be the next TikTok sensation. I mean, Instagram,
you could buy
sensation.
500 of these.
Have you seen that guy that does the big? Hey, Dalton.
What are you doing? What? Huh?
I thought you were going to help practice my math.
No, I'm doing my podcast tonight. No.
With
Mr. Tony over here.
With big booties.
With big butts on the screen.
Squishy. It's like stretch
squishy.
Have you seen that influencer guy that goes around with the khaki shorts on and no? Oh, so he's from Grand Rapids. He hails out of here, and he hit it big on the TikToks.
Really
doing crazy stuff with his big booty pants on.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Where they're like fail videos half the time. Like
one of them, he did like remote work thing, like this backdrop you could make, but he's actually out boxing, and he's in on a bicycle, but it looks like he's in an office.
Running from people, kind of. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
We've been getting destroyed with lake effect snow up here. Over 160 inches so far this season.
Whoa.
Dang.
Dude, I saw videos of Lake Michigan, I think it was. And there's like big chunks of floating ice in the boat was going through. I think it was Lake Michigan, one of those lakes up there.
Yeah, everything. Our river's frozen pretty solid right now too.
Really?
I mean, you wouldn't walk across it. It's a river. You don't
Yeah.
do that unless you're, you know, yeah,
Yes.
you're wanting to meet your maker.
Right. Right.
But yeah. What would you? Somebody say they'd buy an XJ. Okay.
Nice.
I
You know,
mean,
you know what else you could buy? This one's really down Harley's Avenue.
okay, orange. Oh, a
Two,
bushing set.
216 bushing sets you could buy for $3,500. You could give them to all your friends. You could give them out for Halloween candy. You could say, hey, you know what, kids? We're going to give out bushing sets this year.
Nice.
I thought that would be a good one for Harley.
Yeah. There you go. No, I mean, for what you're getting in limited quantities, the type of machining they're doing, it's a lot of work.
Oh, dude,
And the cost of
yeah.
just the components.
Yeah.
Those axles look insane.
Dude, the front end of that, the whole front clip of that is like bananas. It looks so awesome. Like the problem is for me, I want that, but I don't know if I would ever drive it. Like
I would. I don't have a problem.
Yeah.
I would be so like these, like my guitars.
You smash them on the ground afterwards.
The more worn, like my favorite mandolin is this one that I got from one of the viewers on here. I traded them, got it restored. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I can't play it when I play live because I don't have a mic for it yet. That one has a pickup in it, but like just to pick up and play,
yeah,
dude, it's like it's all chipped and worn. Like you can see where people's picks are hitting it. That one, the people etched their names in it. It's like from 1930. That guitar, like, dude, character. That's I guess what I'm getting into. I like when they have a story.
Sure.
I want it to be worn. Like I got a 1970 Gibson acoustic over here.
Yeah.
Dude, I've put some hurting on that thing. Sorry, my mic's gonna be really
hot.
Is it hot too?
No, it's not bad. It's just if you hit it, it's hot. It's like
if I tap anywhere near it, it's or if I doesn't have very good, not like my other one. It's not a very. I guess I could put a filter on it.
You don't need a filter. It's fine.
I tried to angle it so that I'm talking over it, but
it's fine. It's fine.
If I get handsy, I bump it. I don't know what to do with my hands here. So anyway, we got a bunch of snow, which started that.
Yeah.
So yeah, my wife got on me because last night at about midnight, I decided I've been working on some songs, trying to put out an EP,
Nice.
and I needed to just redo some more tracks with this thing. And so, but everyone was asleep, so I went back up to the studio. But I didn't like put a jacket on, whatever. And it's already like we've got like 6 inches of snow on the stairs.
Yeah,
it was high enough that it was going over my
your boot
and and I was up there for about 2. I left about 2 a.m. But she saw the ring like pop up.
Oh yeah.
And we have several video things, and it kept popping up. And she's like, "You went out there. What if you'd have fallen down? You'd have like." Before anyone had found you, you'd have froze to death because you didn't have a jacket on. But yeah. So like, she's like, "Don't go out there tonight." I'm like, "All right," because it's. I mean, I
How
haven't
cold is it?
It's like 2 degrees or -2 degrees right now. It's pretty cold.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And nice and sunny today, 3 degrees.
Dude, yeah. So I had to drive to work for some things.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like white out at spots. It's such a light, fluffy snow too.
Just blows.
It's just dense, but it's just blowing like everywhere. If any cars in front of you or behind, passing you can't see anything.
So would this quantify as a big storm or just kind of like, meh, it's Michigan?
This is what we've been wanting like for the past couple of years. It's not been hitting like it's normal, I think. I mean, you go through ebbs and flows, but this is what they want to see. If you're going to have winter, it's like we want to do it up, like make it pretty. Let us go. Like we have sledding parks where.
Yeah, this isn't like 100-year snow. That's what I'm getting at.
No. Nope.
That's cool. How long do you think it's going to stay for? What's the weatherman saying?
It'll be for a little bit. It's not going above freezing for a while, so we'll keep the snow for a bit. But it's good. The ice is freezing. We'll head out ice fishing.
Yeah.
But I'm blanking on the guy's name. That I got that Mandolin from? Maybe he'll pop in here. He's from California, does motorcycles, custom stuff. Super cool. I was hoping he'd be here to see it.
Yeah.
I've got his name in my phone. I'm just bad with names in general, and I haven't spoken with him in a hot minute. So
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I'm not complaining. I love the snow, but it's, you're going up and down stairs. They sound like they're gonna fall off when you're like, they're creaking really bad when they're frozen like that. So I was like,
I do know. You know what else you could buy for $3,500? 140 cases of Kirkland Select toilet
See, I was
paper.
just going for actual things that cost $3,500.
Well, just so you know,
And most of mine was music related. So
just so you know, 140 cases of toilet paper. What's 140 times 12, Tony? Do the math.
a lot.
A lot. Yep. Just so you know.
Gary, what is 140 times 12? 1,680. How many per roll? How many actual used? 380?
380.
Okay, I found this on the web for 1,680.
1,680. Hey Siri, what is 1,680 times 380? 638,400. So, hey Siri, divide that number by 10. Oh, so 63. You could wipe your butt 63,000 times. I'm saying if you're using 10 sheets, you could do some work.
Yeah.
You could put in some work.
That's like years of toilet paper right there.
Yeah. And then, but you know what would happen is if you take your $3,500 truck out on the trail, you don't have money for a teepee, and stuff happens when you're on the trail sometimes. And what are you going to do?
You'll have to take the hood off and use
What are you
it
going
as
to
a
do?
scoop. Take
You
the hood
won't have
off.
toilet paper because you're broke.
Use it as a little scoop for the toilet for the.
So wipes for days.
Oh, I've got a few of these, Tony.
Okay. All right. Well, let's bring some more, because mine was, I had a golf cart and I
Oh,
had the triple caster guitar,
nice.
and that was it. I was going for like actual $3,500 and the bass guitar, but I have it already. The Ernie Ball Music Man.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, this is a good one for us because we're old. We could buy 194 bottles of one a day for old men.
Yeah. Oh, the other one was a tractor, like to actually like mow your lawn, like a what are they? The zero turn.
Yeah.
The zero turn mower.
Yeah. That'd be nice. So the question is, did either
I looked.
Us.
I saw the price. Because there was an amount I was willing to go up to, and it shot past that quite a bit.
It's like when you first started bidding on eBay, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
You're like, oh.
I'm going to wait to try to scoop one up when people start selling them for like $6,000.
Yeah.
So for me, like, it's just not the style truck that I would want if I'm going to spend that kind of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, the previous one would have been more my alley. What was that one called again? The
Ripper. This one's called the Optic Origin.
Yeah.
But it
is a nice piece. There's no doubt. And again, I don't think it's overpriced for the way that they made it.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not skimping on the materials that they're using either. So like you could find probably a welded cage with a metal body that would come in from China, and you could probably find it for a decent price.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be the engineering that went into that. So you got to pay not only the guy designing all of it, like there's not even thinking. So most people are going to do the whole break it down by cost of materials, and you can't do that.
No. Well, think about just how long the machine process is just to make the panels. Think of how long that takes.
Yeah. There's man hours, there's designer hours, there's there's a lot that goes into it. There's paying for those guys' insurance. There's paying, to
Yeah.
run a business in California.
Oh, dude. Yeah, sure.
So that alone, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, H10 Origin, no optic.
Oh.
Yeah, just the
oh.
Origin H10.
Gotcha.
It's I mean, pull it up. You've got your
It's
thing up. It's a thing of beauty. If people don't know what we're talking about,
hold on. New window.
aluminum
There you go.
panels are 280 and anodized, so they're beefcake, man.
Vanquish products. Sorry, I'm trying to find the website.
Yeah, and it's not hard to get into $1,000 on a build. Like
No.
from an SCX10, starting at say $500, and then you buy aluminum axles, then you buy, titanium this and custom that, and
Well, yeah.
carbon fiber, and then chassis. Like, and
Or
you're
if
like,
you,
okay, now we're at $1,200. They're
or
just
if
giving you
you,
premium.
yeah, or if you buy a custom made, I won't be able to see the screen for a few minutes, so I'll just walk through it. But anyways, if you buy a custom made, welded chassis from someone, you're going to be getting up there really quick.
Machined in the U.S.
Yep. So that was one of the things they were talking about. There is
Born
a
in
box.
California, but it didn't stay. It's choosing to move out.
Yeah. Built with, look at that cage.
Out of solid block, man.
Yeah. That's crazy. Dude, the one that was raw that they had on the
Looks so
live.
good. Oh man.
Looked really, really good. Look at that thing. There's a little video playing behind it. All the billet aluminum.
RC Speedy chassis are 500. TI cages are 700 and up. And that's not even getting into the axles and the components of the other stuff. So yeah.
Right. I think it's priced
part of the beefcake right there, man. I mean, when I saw those axles, I was like, pfft.
And they have proprietary knuckles for this Origin. You can only get it for this rig. That looks so good. So good. I love the way it sits low.
Yep. I mean, the grill looks awesome on it. It's just, they knocked it out. I love the shocks peeking through.
Yeah.
There's so many wind things.
Yep.
But yeah.
Very, very nice.
So
that blue,
we joke about $3,500, but like, that's when you get and you hold on to. You just
for sure. I think I would drive it for sure. I would for sure drive it. It's just one of those that it's like,
look at the whole front end stuff is just
super scale.
I mean, just even the component that the arm, the steering arm.
Yeah. And the bump stops. Look at that with the carbon fiber in there.
It's got Velcro battery tray, my favorite. They had me at Velcro battery tray.
Those wheels are awesome.
They're pretty cool.
I love the front grille.
That's what I was saying, dude. The scoop on that, it's just like, I don't want to say angry eyes, but it's angry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope. Yeah. You've got to build it out.
Yep. Comes as a kit. Here's the pictures. Let's see if I can toggle through them. I like how everything's matte finish too. Looks really good.
I didn't see the color options. Is there orange?
Yep. It's $100 more
to get orange.
Yep.
Or any color.
I'm not sure, but I saw the orange one was $100 more.
Do you think that's why Matt was in Cali? Did he help him film the video?
Probably. That's pretty.
Brian, you're right on. You just got to be a high roller to afford that thing. That's all there is. Or a high roller, or just willing to be broke for a hot minute. If you're that into it,
Right.
or just, not good with finances. That's another option. There's several options that could get you one of these. Just having extra spending money. 2, being a YouTuber that's going to get a lot of content out of it, make it worth your
You
purchase.
think? You think it would?
I think so. I mean, if you choose to, you can make a ton of videos with it.
Yeah.
Dude, go back to those colors. That was...
Well, that's for the optic.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I was just on their homepage.
What's he saying? Credit card, baby. Yeah. $34.99 for the base, clear or black. If I could afford it, I probably wouldn't be into RC. Just saying. So yeah, 4-wheeler was the other thing that I had. I forgot there's a couple of things I did have that I was thinking already of items that I was thinking of in that price range.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to get a 4-wheeler quad, full size. The kids can ride on, tow each other out there right now in the snow on sleds and stuff.
Yeah. I thought I heard there was going to be 1,000 of them, but I could be wrong. But the cool thing is they have numbers on them, and then they come with like a what's it called?
A Beanie Baby.
Yeah. No,
Those are going to be worth something someday.
Comes with a title.
Oh, nice. Does it have a VIN?
Uh-huh. It's the same number. It matches the number.
Speaking of titles and VINs, have you noticed how everybody's asking you for that stuff now? Want to get an oil change? All right, what's your VIN?
Yeah, I don't know if I want to tell you.
Are you selling my information to Carfox? Is that what you're doing?
Oh. Well, you could also get 300 rubber chickens.
Yeah. Hey, do you know there's a game, Flicking Chickens?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I got that for my son for Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean.
So did they release a count, Brian? Yeah, it sounds like 1,000.
I thought. I could have heard that wrong.
Okay.
So Slake Hobbies likes the rubber chickens.
Yeah.
So
you could get that many rubber chickens and send them to people that are buying it for them to use as a driver.
Yes. Throughout, I have like half a dozen more. So throughout it, I think throughout the rest of the show, I might just throw one up every now and then.
Okay.
I'm saving some of the better ones for the last ones.
Okay. Well, very good. Well, as far as RC stuff goes, man, we had a comp. It was great. I missed the one previously because I had a meeting I had to be at for work stuff. And so, yeah, it was good to get back out. Mm-hmm. And I took the springs off of my shocks on the Venge RC, and it drove so much better.
Nice.
Like, so the thing's awesome. Like, the way it breaks over stuff, like his build stuff is fantastic. The only issue I was having was with it, wanting to spring load off. And that's not necessarily his build. That was just components and setup of it. Yeah. And so once I dial it in, I think getting some oil-filled shocks and putting in a thick oil, so it just, as I'm descending a hill, it'll have time for me to get speed before it wants to quickly pop. It'll just slow it down so that I can get over and get on the throttle a little. But anyway, dude, it did so well. I had a 2 points, which is like one winch.
Yeah.
It was a long course, 2 gates left. And
the battery died.
No, I was on to have a ripping score.
Yeah.
And on the second to last gate, I rolled it into a gate and landed upside down. So 10 points for hitting the gate, 10 points for hand of God. And I went to a 22 point on that one boom. Oh. It was the most maddening thing. I'm like, dude, I'm in a podium with this thing, like second time confident. This is going to be rad.
Yeah.
No. No. But I did get some good video of it so that I can use it for. I've shot video of his thing before, but it was kind of like, it ran awesome, but it was kind of also then like, it didn't do great, but it was just because of the shocks. And so I wanted to be able to kind of say, hey, and I did in the video, I'm like, the shocks are me, this stuff's me, like, and now I just have to get it dialed in. and I feel like it's there. It's just, yeah, I think I'll be using my other truck a lot less.
Sure.
It is. I think part of it is too just getting used to driving a hard body because it's heavier.
It's got
up
a different
top.
center of gravity. Yeah.
Yep,
for
which is
sure.
where I'm getting that wanting to lift, where my other one
Yeah.
doesn't when I don't have,
It's
'cause there's
almost
no weight up there.
yeah.
it to
The
pull.
ones I've had that are like the 3D printed bodies. You just have to be more patient and like work it a little slower for the suspension to unload or to load up or however.
Yeah.
Like when I'm going over and to get it to drop out, like if I get one wheel up and this other wheel hasn't reached yet, it's like I have to wait,
Yeah.
and then it just goes, "Ooh," and then I can drive over it. But
Yeah. So basically, that's what I got to do is,
oh, there you go.
I don't run springs on the minis, and he put them on because I bought nice hard park shocks,
Yeah,
and they have pretty light springs, and I got them after Brian Kochner's build that he got for me. Had them on it, and those shocks are so amazing on it.
yeah,
So I got more of them. I'm like, okay, these shocks are legit.
yeah.
And so they had them at the Gauntlet. One of our local shops had them for sale there, and so I got them and was saving them for something. And
Yeah.
that build came up, and it's pretty rad. So
You're like,
now I've
"That's
got
the one."
3 really good trucks.
Are they all the same?
So I've
class,
actually
though?
got Buddy. Yeah, that's the problem. They're all in this class 3. So, yeah. But I've got a lot more videos to make. People are loving the mini stuff again, so I want to get in. I told Jeff I'd show up too anyway to just do a video, kind
Yeah,
of highlighting the shop, and
yeah,
I want to do it while there's not people there, so it's
right,
quiet to talk about it, but then come back and film trucks running, and
right,
almost
right.
be like a little mini commercial for like something cool to do in Grand Rapids that's different. Like, yeah, people bowl, they roller skate, they laser tag. There's a ton of stuff to do here.
When it's
But
not
have you done
2
RC
degrees.
cars? Right? Like, so, but I also have other people coming. That I have a buddy coming this week, who's raced before,
Uh-huh.
and so he knows some of the guys, and he's gonna try it. He's done it here at my house in the little comp inside.
Mhm.
And so it also helps having 3 of them that, right there that I can just be like, hey, here's a good truck.
Yeah.
You don't have to come with anything. Just use mine.
Right, right.
So either he'll run the Kochner build, or I'll give him I'll let him choose. I'll have all
Yeah.
3 because those are my 3 best trucks. The
Yeah,
one
yeah.
Brian built, my green one, and then the Venge one. And the thing the Venge one has going for it over Brian's build and mine is both Brian's and mine, and it's the chassis. The skids back then were longer, and so there's
Oh, yeah.
high center so much more than
Yeah.
the one that the angle that Brandon put on his chassis, and then the scooping. I mean, like
Yeah.
the links are insane on it. So
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
custom. But yeah,
That's cool.
so yeah, but I got Brian's here. That's killer, and then I'd probably give him that or the Venge one because they just run better. My other one's a little finicky.
Yeah.
And it runs well for me because I've run it for 5 years or something stupid, like a long time.
Sure.
Not really, 4 years.
But you just know every way it responds to your controller.
Yeah.
It's funny because I was thinking about
run them, and the width makes it. They work great, except that for comping, Brian, the widerness of it doesn't help with the gates. We're trying to make ours so narrow now that
Yeah, Little Guy Racing had a sale on tires the other day, like 20% off, 25% off tires.
Yeah.
Some of the tires. I don't remember which ones, but it's funny. I was thinking about this earlier today because Holmes Hobbies came out with a new
motor,
and it looks sick. And
it just looked black to me.
Well, what it is though is like
metal.
It's basically one of their in-runners, but
yeah,
I mean one of their outrunners with a case on it.
Yeah,
and those outrunners are like super creepy crawly, and they have tons of
lots of torque. Yeah,
yeah.
And the look of it, that's what I thought. I'm like, dude, he just cased to one of his other
Yeah, and so the other thing is that it has a 300 or 3000 kV like it's a 3000 kV, which and it does 4S.
Does
and
it
I'm like,
whir?
I don't think so. I think now all his ESCs, they took all that sound out. So
Oh yeah, because it was the Castle system that was doing it.
yeah, so I really want the 3000 for one of my builds, and I'm like, it's funny. I was thinking about it earlier today. I'm like, I went from loving the absolute FOC crawling, like ASMR slow crawl stuff, to the fastest race cars. I was like, there was no in between. We just went from crawling to race cars, and so
Yeah.
now I'm like, I'm missing the crawling, man. It's been, but you know how it is. Like unless you have somewhere indoors to go, it's cold. The kids won't want to come out because their hands get cold. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's just tough. So spring will come and we'll be out on the trail a little bit more.
Yeah, Brian said take the limiting bands off for more clear. So that's the thing, because I run most of my stuff without springs. So that's part of the belly clearance issue, but it solves so many other issues. And actually, like when it hangs anyway, most of it drops out. So it should be able to catch. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
at that point, I don't think the shocks would help it that much.
Mm-hmm.
But if it has limiting bands, that does suck it up and doesn't let them drop out. And so that might do it.
Right.
Um,
Depends on your driving style if you like
Yep.
them to drop out. Because that's me. I like my stuff to drop out. Like if I can get over something and just let the tire flop onto it and then keep on rolling.
Yep.
But if you do that, you have to drive super slow. You know what I mean? It's like you gotta go super, super slow.
If I can get 5,000 for my mud truck, I might consider trying to get one. Nice, Jim.
Nice. I'll see
Dar
someone.
without crawlers and drag cars. Nice.
That's a funny comment. I just saw it's foolish comment. Are all RC purchases foolish? Pretty much.
Yeah. Called out.
Yeah. Well,
Called out.
Yep. So we had a race. It went. So okay. So you know how I've always been complaining about my stadium truck.
Yeah.
How I'm fighting it all the time. So in practice, Olivia was like, "You just drive mine. Just drive mine and see what you think." I'm like, okay. So there's been a guy that's been kind of looking after my truck and being like, maybe you should change this, maybe you should change that. So I'm like, okay, watch, I'm going to go drive Olivia's truck now. I go out and I drive her truck and I'm absolutely flying around the track. And I'm like, how is it that I set all the kids' cars up and for some reason I can't set my truck up. I don't know what it is that's wrong, but her car, I'm like whipping around the track and I'm like,
and you had set it up for
this one we bought and it was already set up.
already set up. Okay.
But I copied it onto mine and Dalton's, and Dalton was racing this weekend and was absolutely flying around the track. And he said he drove mine and he's like, yeah, yours is just too edgy. Like your steering's too hard or whatever. And I'm like, okay. So I am so ready to just burn mine and buy a new kit.
Burn it to the ground.
Oh, dude, seriously. And buy a new kit and then start fresh and then convert mine into like a short course truck or something just to have it. But so frustrated. So frustrated. I was just like, I don't even know where to start with this.
I know. I can't even with you.
I know. And so we had a good weekend in racing.
Good.
Dalton in 21.5 finished top 5 this time. He's moving up. Like every race, he's starting to move up. And he was challenging for that third spot on the podium now. So it was really like the 5 through 3 were just bouncing back and forth in position. So good. Such a good race. And then he was battling really hard for what was it called? Truck for getting into B main. He was so battling to do that, which was cool watching him fight for it. And then he lost the bump right in the last lap. It's like,
Okay.
Yeah, so Brian, I am battling those gremlins, and I don't know what it is on my truck, but like the electrical gremlins, my truck kept on cutting out this weekend, and so I changed the receiver, and then it still started cutting out, so I changed the ESC, and I was just like, this is just driving me crazy. So it basically is like not new electronics, but all different electronics in it. But anyway, so Olivia had a day though. She, for the first time, she double dipped in a 21.5 and novice. And in 21.5, she started in D main, got the bump to C main, got the bump to B main, and she finished in B main, but in 21.5, but it was like she was coming from the back of the pack on every single race and got the bump, which was cool. And then she ended up taking the win in novice. So it was a good race. Good race. Love and hate a good troubleshooting session. Sometimes they end up fruitless, though. Oh, I went through everything. I went through sensor wire, ESCs, what's it called? My receiver, looked at my wiring for the motor. Like, I mean, everything. I was just like, oh, it's driving me crazy. So
There you go, Pablo. Some stuff to start digging into.
what? They've been declassified. Ooh.
Everything's getting done.
Nice.
I think he wants to hand over the keys within like 3 weeks. Like, I did everything I can. Here you go, champ. Take over.
You think so?
No, not really. Not really. But he's working at such a high speed. It's crazy. But
yeah.
yeah, so that's I've never liked troubleshooting. I don't have the capacity or the knowledge, I guess, enough knowledge about
Yeah.
what makes what. I get lucky
Yeah.
is what I do. And then when I have something that I get lucky with, like that green truck, I just don't do anything. I'll maybe change out easy stuff like servos. That's not going to change much. I mean, electronics will, because you can get gremlins there, but
Yeah.
you know, I always am testing the newest FearTech stuff in my green truck, and so far so good.
Sure.
But yeah, somehow it's got kind of lucky with the whole shock crazy. I mean, stupid laydown that I have on those. It's like not what you would ever want to do as a setup,
Right.
but it's worked really good for me. So, look what I've been playing with.
What is that?
When
Your
it
battery
snows.
charger? Oh, your little mini LMT.
Yeah, when it snows.
Yeah.
The other battery's here.
Nice.
I had to borrow the charger for something else.
Yeah.
Well, the USB to USB-C adapter.
Nice.
My kids stole my iPhone charger, and all I had was a
Bro,
USB-C.
do your family do that? It drives me absolutely up the wall.
I've got one of those like Sharper Image, like 8 USB things, but they take the old style, and they took it out, and like all I can find are these new USB-C iPhone ones. I had to find them.
I think we've talked about that before, where like my charging brick disappears from the side of the bed every now and then. I'm just like, and I'm getting ready for bed. I'm taking off my watch, putting my phone down to charge it, and I'm like, where's all my stuff? Like, yeah.
Wait, did Eclectic Electric buy a?
I don't know, but Brian says Sharper Image. Haven't heard that name in that store forever.
Well, they're not a store really anymore, I don't think, but somebody carries their products still. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I make some products, or somebody bought the name and is branding stuff with their name on it.
Did
I have 2 things that I've recently bought that, like the back massager or whatever, like
it's like the TJ Maxx stuff. Like they
Toys R Us.
Yeah.
At Macy's.
Well, did I tell you?
Mall, dude, malls are still a thing in Michigan.
Did I tell you I dated myself so bad the other day because I said something about books on tape, and someone goes, "Really? You still have a tape player?" And I was like, well, "Yeah, don't you?"
Yeah. You were talking about you're hooked on phonics cassettes.
I was like, "Well, duh. Don't you have a tape player?"
Worked for me. Oh,
yeah,
man, those commercials.
I was.
I miss those commercials, actually.
Yeah, I was bummed this year about Christmas shopping because we went to the mall once,
Mhm.
and I don't know if your malls were like this when you were younger, but they would stay open till like midnight during Christmas time.
Who would?
And the mall,
Oh, yeah.
like
Ours, we had stores staying open till 11 again.
ours this year closed at 9.
Dude, our one out here closes at 7. It's open from 11 to 7, so 1 8-hour shift.
Right. No, but I'm saying during Christmas time they closed at 9 like normal.
Wow.
And I was like, "What? Like this is Christmas. It's like a week before Christmas and they were closing that early."
It's so I was having a conversation. It's one of those things like back when I was a kid,
Yep. Get
in the
off my
good
lawn.
old days,
Yeah.
people used to love to go shopping, and the parking lots were full, and it was that was part of the Christmas was getting
Yep.
angry at people in the parking lot. Like that was my favorite times with my dad is
Yep.
when people would steal parking spots or they'd like wait for one for so long and block the whole lineup and you're
Oh
stuck.
yeah.
Like, and he'd just get angry, like in a funny way. But
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, man, because they can't do anything with theft and
Oops.
there's no
Sorry.
rules.
Sorry. Yeah.
The kids are overrunning the things. They can't do anything about that either with gangs and whatnot. I mean, can't find people to work. That's another huge thing. Nobody wants to work, so they can get like one shift of people.
Yep.
So, and if they do come and look at stuff, then they just go online and buy it because they can get it cheaper.
Yeah. Well, I think
They'll
that's
look at it and then
I think it's the thing out here with Amazon is that it's so fast that people just
Yeah.
buy everything on Amazon here. But you know what you could buy with $3,500? You could buy 500 Victorian black cat portraits to give out to all
Harley
your
might like
RC
those
friends.
actually.
I know, right? To give out to all your friends, you could buy 500 of these. Just so you guys know, links in the description after the show. No, just kidding. People can go and buy that. Why not?
Man, I used to just love to go to the mall and look and go into all the stores. I might not
for
buy
sure.
anything, but just the
No.
experience of going,
It was a different
smelling
time.
Aunt Annie's,
Oh yeah. Talking to all the ladies at the mall, being like, "What's up, ladies?" Meeting all your guy friends would go as a pack and meet the girls pack at the mall.
Yep,
Oh yeah.
yep.
Yep. Radio Shack was my gateway into RC.
Yeah,
Yep.
man. Yeah, I used to like going into Radio Shack.
Yep. Yeah, the malls are kind of electric says most people are price shoppers. They like to shop for the cheapest prices, and the malls are kind of like that where it comes to that. I saw this year. It's kind of like when you're on vacation and you go to the same store over and over again when you're in the vacation spots and they have the same shirts for the same price. Kind of the same thing at the mall.
Yeah, they've all got the same things. Yeah.
The 1900s. Back in the 1900s, he says.
Yep. When Toys R Us was a thing still.
Dude, love Toys R Us.
And you'd go to see the newest video game or thing that had come out, and they'd have that little pull off, like it was attached, like just Velcro, with like it was just like a laminated sleeve of the cover and then the back of the case.
Or you had to take the card up to the register to get it. Yep.
Yeah, but they didn't actually have the games out or any even it was just a laminated color piece of paper that was the front and back of the game, and you'd look at it.
You know what I used to look at was the case that had all the slot cars in it.
Yep.
Do you remember that case where
it
was
man.
like all the
yes,
cool slot cars all angled down, and you'd be like, I really want that one. That one has lights. Like,
Yep. We played Duck Hunt there while we're just hanging out. They had you'd hope no other kids were playing when you got there because you just post up,
Yeah.
So
KJ Flight says they're still up in Canada.
Nice. Hey, so speaking of Canada, I just watched a video on
our
their
52nd state?
Their premier train that they have that goes from Halifax to Vancouver for 16 days.
Whew.
Train ride. They have another one that's like 4 that's from like Toronto to Vancouver.
Okay.
Dude, it's so gorgeous. Like the views on that thing.
Oh, I
You know,
bet.
the sleeper cabins and the every
Yep.
meal. It's more of an experience than anything. Like,
Yep.
dude, I'm like, I want to go do that. It just was gorgeous looking.
We did a train ride. Where was it? From somewhere in Alaska.
Oh, X mods. I forgot about those.
I think we went from I don't remember where it was. Was it Juneau? But it was like a 4-hour train ride, and you went by glaciers and all that on the train. Oh, so sweet.
And they have those
dude.
like bunk, like those upstairs, like little
Yep, with the
seats.
bubbles. Yep,
Yeah.
yep. We were on one of
Yeah.
those. It was really cool.
Okay.
I only travel on
Okay.
HO trains.
Scale trains.
Yep.
A&W, that's an old thing, dude. So we still have
yeah.
Big Boy here.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
But it's
cool.
not like when I was a kid where they had their own standalone brick store and they had this kind of like a bubble room that was on the front of most of them
Yeah.
that had glass all. And you'd go there and you get shakes and stuff. Like it was a hangout. Like teens would
Yeah.
go after a concert or whatever. It was open till midnight. It wasn't 24-hour, but you'd go there and hang out, get dessert stuff. It's awesome. Now I
Yeah.
go in there. I'm trying to tell my kids, and it's like in a strip mall, like in a small section of it. They still do the shakes, but I'm like, this is depressing. Like, this was so cool when I was like the all you could eat breakfast that
It
they
was
used to
an
have.
environment. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
man.
Back in the good old
The one in
1900s.
Fenton closed up that we used to go to as kids. It's gone. There is a Ponderosa in Bay City. There's also Ponderosa somewhere southwest of here before you get to Indiana, Illinois.
Yeah.
I accidentally bumped into. I'm like, what? It's still operating. And there's one in Ludington.
Nice.
I know where that one is.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to take my kids to that. Be like, this is how we were gluttonous in the 90s.
Yeah, exactly.
We didn't have Golden Corral. We had
What-
Ryan's Steakhouse and Ponderosa.
Why don't they have the super big gulps anymore?
They
Do you
do.
remember that? They don't have them here. The ones that are like 6 inches around and they're like that, like
Yeah.
tall. They don't have them
64
here.
ounce ones at 7-Eleven. They do.
They don't have them here
Yeah.
anymore, as far as I know. I
Yeah.
miss those. That was the bomb.
Oh, I know
Mhm.
what Whataburgers are. Yeah, those are cool. But yeah.
We didn't have those
Oh, there's one in Claire.
Ponderosas.
Nice.
We
That's
had
what it is, Claire.
we had it called we called it OCB, and that was the Old Country Buffet. And
That was the other one.
yeah.
Old Country Buffet, and there was Ryan's Steakhouse.
Yep. Yep. We would go there and eat all you can eat. Oh, so good.
Man,
Mhm.
how do we get on food?
We're old.
But it was the changeover. Somehow Big Boy got brought up.
I don't know. I love that commercial with Matthew McConaughey when they're talking about how the NFL is just trying to get you to eat more food.
That is so clever.
And
Dude, we haven't
what
got
are
to
you
talk
having
about it,
today,
man.
Jerry?
My
Right.
Lions sucked.
I didn't see the game, but I saw the aftermath, and I was like, "Ooh, that sucks."
Yeah.
Sounds like you guys had a lot of people out.
Well, Washington played fantastic for one.
Yeah.
But yeah, turnovers. Can't have 5 turnovers and win.
Nope.
No, they had some really big plays. They had a lot of yardage and they had 5 turnovers. You lose a game doing that.
Yeah.
But so, I mean, my fallback has always been the Redskins because being in Virginia for 18 years, that was my other team. And I had to live through all the years where they had Kirk Cousins as a backup and they would bring him in and he'd win games when RG3 couldn't and nobody else. They'd get hurt. Well, then they'd get somebody else and put him back as backup. They'd get hurt, win. I'm like, just make him your freaking quarterback. And then they didn't. They traded him away and he started winning.
Yeah. Yep.
So he missed most of his prime because the Redskins screwed him over.
Redskins.
But yeah. Do you think that'll be an executive order that forces the Commanders to take the name the Redskins again because it's racist to not because the people actually liked being Warriors and
I don't think that can be an
I'm just
executive
kidding.
order.
It's
It should be. It should be.
I'm just messing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing like white people to call out what's racist, and then like actually the people are like, no, wait, we actually like that. We thought it was cool.
Did you see that thing about Julia Roberts? How she was complaining about the not the rioters, the looters at the LA fires. But then they pulled up something that she talked about, the BLM stuff. She goes, "Oh," and they said they're just expressing their opinions, though, when the BLM was out there. But now that they're actually doing it to your house, you're saying, no, this can't happen anymore. And it's like, ooh, not a good look. Like, not a good look. Because it was something about or looting or whatever and
Yeah.
rioting.
Oh yeah. And now she doesn't like that her houses and the LA houses are being looted. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, man, that one sucks. That stings. That cuts her deep.
Yeah. We've just gotten too far into all this being PC and actually doing more harm, trying to think that we're doing something good.
Yep.
And not actually asking the people that we should be asking.
I know. It's so funny. We go through this every now and then at school. I'm like, did you ask them? Like, like did you ask what she wanted? Like, pretty. What do you want?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what we're gonna do. Like, it's like.
Yeah, that's it. Some people love being offended on other people's behalf. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, no, we're cool with it. It's pretty rad. Like, because saying we're tough and macho and like our history, like, yeah, they're showing it as warriors, not as being like putting us down. Like,
right.
Yeah, but I want a salad bar AA day. It's one of my favorite things about Ruby Tuesday.
Dude, we have Alfie's out here that has the salad bar, but they have the bacon bits. This is the funny thing. Man. This is how well, no, hold on, wait. They have the bacon bits that are the crunchy, the bowl that's like they're like crispy,
like the actually real bacon that they crunch up, or no?
Well, it's like freeze-dried bacon.
Oh yeah,
it's not chewy. It's like the freeze-dried bacon. Like it's like bacon salt, basically. Like you're like, oh well, I'll take it because it tastes good with the big chunks of ham. I love me that salad bar with that big ham chunks.
Hot now, more possible on the way. Okay, nice. We need some more Halo burgers coming back, Slaters. That was something we had over here. Is Halo Burger? Where was that from? Is that from Canada?
We have Earthquake burgers out here. And what's the other one? Earthquake, and then there was another burger
for 100 years. So it was a Michigan thing. Halo Burger.
Yeah.
Okay.
AA Day would know. He's from down south. There was Earthquakes, and then what was the other one? Miners Burgers, right? Or is Miners only on the east side of the mountains? They were like huge burgers, like ginormous burgers. The bacon tub. Dick's Drive-In. Yeah, buddy. Ryan's in the house. Dick's is so good. Have you ever had Dick's?
No.
Delicious.
No.
The Dick's Deluxe. So this is how good it is. My wife's uncle, my uncle, passed away over Christmas break. And at his memorial, he had Dick's Deluxe hamburgers and Chick-fil-A for the food at his memorial. And I was like, yep, that's it. Like, it was so good, dude. I was like, note to self, write that in my will. Must have Dick's Deluxe burgers and Chick-fil-A because that's the way to go.
Yeah, Belsey Road, Halo Burger. Bill Thomas says, you guys know what I'm talking about. We got some Michigan boys in the house.
Yeah.
We had one in Fenton that was there, and then it disappeared, but they brought it back.
Yeah.
I was shocked when I visited my mom's house 2 years ago. I'm like, what? There's a Halo Burger again? Nice. It always seems a little mustardy to me, but
yeah,
as a kid, I love that about it.
Yep. Oh man, now you're making me hungry.
I know, and I haven't been eating past 7. I'm doing that whole like only eat between 2 and 7 thing right now.
Yeah, I did that a couple of years ago. Yeah, I did that a couple of years ago. I actually liked it a lot. Like, do you remember when I was doing that? When it was like, I didn't know it was intermittent fasting,
fasting, yeah. It's supposed to be really good for you.
Yeah, maybe I should try that again.
Starving your body, but not like fully, but to the point where if you go that long, you're going what?
12
19 hours. Oh, 2 to 7. I got a 5-hour window where I'm eating between 2 and 7.
Oh,
the rest of the 19 hours, just like, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you.
Oh, I don't do it that hardcore. I would just do it where I would stop eating at 8 o'clock at night.
That's still helpful. Yeah.
And then not eat until I was hungry the next day.
Yeah. It just allows it more because that's like the hardcore of it when you're not, when you,
Yeah.
just start. Anyway, it's been good.
Yeah. That's good.
I feel a
for you.
lot better.
Good.
So,
Good.
but it's just because I stay up late and then I'd start snacking at night and it was tough. Like,
Yeah.
so I'm like, I gotta get beyond that.
Yeah.
I need to be able to stay up late and not have to be like, I need to eat something.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
but
That's the way, apparently. Brian says. Nice.
Culver's, I haven't gotten into that, but I got back into Burger King when I moved back here, though.
Oh. I had Jack in the Box today for lunch.
I've
It was
had
like a
that.
late lunch.
Have you had? What's the
Cane's.
Cane's chicken? That was what I was looking for, dude. I was just googling it.
I could read your mind.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'd
It's
never
good.
had that, and people were like, "Oh, it's like we gotta go." I'm like, dude, there's like Chick-fil-A across the street, and there's like Five Guys. What's this Cane's chicken? And then I was like, oh,
Yeah.
snap! Like
Yeah,
Chick-fil-A,
it's-
who? Chick
yeah.
who?
Yeah, it's good. I don't know if there's one in Washington. There might be. But I know I've had it in either, I think I had it in Alaska. Where else
This
did I have it?
is really going down the rabbit trail.
Yes,
Yeah, it has.
it has. We gotta
RC
talk-
stuff. I can't run any in this deep of snow, but I think I'm gonna plow and do some drifting in like just because we've got probably a quarter inch of ice on our driveway.
I've got it. I've got your YouTube video. Get your tractor out there and drag a course and get your Sen Rally out there and do some snow rally.
So I was just gonna drag the driveway
Sure.
and make
But-
a
But
course.
do
to
it
do
but do it so you have snow bluffs, so like if you hit the little edge
Oh yeah,
of the snow and like in slow-mo,
that'd be pretty rad.
it would be pretty rad.
And Origin plow. You know, that could be a write-off. I like that. I like the way you're thinking. H10 Origin plow.
I think so. It's probably heavy enough.
And if you can still see grass, what? Dude, how far out are you? We've got like if you look out on our railing right now, it's like this.
Yeah.
But most of my RC cars won't. Even if you have paddles on, it's just too. They just
Yeah. Sink
too
down.
much. Yeah, it's too deep.
Yep. There some new people popped in, Matt Mass. Was it Will Darby that popped in that said
Double A day, yeah, man. I was building where I normally park my truck at the end of the driveway. I was just stacking some snow there. I'd have to switch off because I have a snow pusher on it. I'd have to switch it off to put the box, like just the normal bucket on, so I could like back drag it and smooth it out.
there you go.
But it could be some pretty rad jumps off it. I'd probably have to. It's super fluffy though, so I'd probably have to. I don't have a hose over there or anything. Like I'd need to somehow freeze it, get it wet, and
So these old flapping lips said that the Origin is about 5.5 pounds. I was wondering how heavy it was with all that stuff on, without electronics and battery.
yeah, that sucks, Jim. Hopefully the auto industry will make a comeback. They need to loosen the restrictions on everything and let them start making cheap cars again.
I didn't
Like,
see the.
They have to have all these computers in because they want to track everywhere you drive.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, it's stupid. Bring down the cost, take some of the electronic crap back out, make them just drive, make them do what they need to do, get you from one place to another.
Yeah.
Like I think it sucks that you can't just go out and buy like a $10,000 car that's not like a smart car.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
those little
Classic car time.
Yeah.
I've been driving my old shop truck because my tranny went out in my other truck. It's so nice to drive it and like not turn on the radio and just listen to the motor and drive. But the problem is it is so dang cold. Like it's been in the high 20s here. Like it's not super cold, but it's in the high 20s. Yes.
Remember
Yep.
trucks look this good?
I do actually, because one's in my driveway. Actually, I didn't drive it home today, full disclosure, because it's 29 degrees outside right now. And I'm like, I ain't getting in the truck at 29 degrees with no heat and trying to drive to work. Nope.
Yeah.
Too cold. So it's supposed to be overnight, it's supposed to get dipped down to 25 here. I know I'm preaching to the choir because you're like, sorry guys, -2. But that's cold for us. And we have like no moisture. Our next moisture is like a week from this coming Thursday. And it says possible snow,
Yeah.
but like a dusting.
Yeah.
So I'm like, come on, man.
I've seen the things bring back the other stuff for $100,000 trucks. Ford Maverick is $25K. Remember that Toyota was trying to bring that $10,000 truck over here?
Yeah.
Have you looked at that? Man, it'd be great if we could do that. Just bare bones, 2-door, like just a work truck, man.
Yep.
Just put a good engine in it, screw all the electronics, just give us. I know some people want that. Let the city slickers have all that, but give me I'll take crank down windows.
Yeah. Yeah. There's something about it when I drive my old truck. Like I said, it's like it's like putting down the phone.
Yeah.
Because it's literally, I'm driving my truck. There's nothing to look at. My gauges don't even work, really. They light up, but they don't work. And it's like my stereo somehow, I think the fuse must have blown because it doesn't go on anymore. And I'm just driving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I roll down the window if I have to. But it's it is cold, but I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the knobs and buttons. Like it's like I don't have
make AM radio cool again.
I know.
Just put an AM in there that turns the dial.
I have to go on my dashboard and click it to get the windshield wipers to go. And then I click it to turn off my windshield wipers when it's I don't have intermittent or anything like that. It's just like
on or off.
Bare bones.
Does it have speed control or no? Just
no. Well, it's allegedly has 2, but it's all the same speed. So I'm like, whatever. Yeah, How much would a Vanquish full-size vehicle be? I drive an 89 Astro van and a 98 Silverado. Nice.
There you go.
I have a 99 Sierra.
Yeah.
Yep.
My 04 F-150 has crank windows, manual locks, final floor. Give us that, dude.
Yeah. Yep.
Just give me that.
Yeah.
I've been looking at some of those old square Chevys, man.
I think it's going to be my kid's first car. For sure.
But they just make them have so much stuff to even pass our standards anymore. Like, needs side airbags, needs this. Like, the government is pricing out everybody from.
To be fair, though, that's part of the reason why I don't drive mine a lot on the freeway, is because like the steering column is basically a spear. Right? If I go head on with someone, it's coming through.
Yeah.
Like no airbags. I only have lap belts in my truck. Like I drove by someone and stopped and talked to him for a second, and he looks down and he goes, "Nice seatbelt," because it's like probably 4 inches away from me and it's just flopping there. I just click it to be legal, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've got my seatbelt on. It's like that's all that was required back in the day.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love that. There's something about buying, and the thing that sucks is I was talking.
But you know what? More people might drive like you if they knew that their car wasn't going to potentially save them from anything that they did.
Oh, 100%. I drive like a grandpa. Yeah, I'm like just putting around town all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
76 Datsun pickup. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, they got to figure something out because the prices are not sustainable for people. Well, unless they're trying to price everybody out of having cars and limiting
Stay in your own
movement.
town.
Yep.
Yep.
Only experience what you see. You know, it's like almost regression at that point. Like we're at this point where we're like the most travel internationally across the US within your own state, like stuff that we didn't do as kids, like we just do on a weekend for fun, like
Yep.
because we can. And it's
Yep.
like it almost feels like so much is like
How
the way
expensive is your gas now?
$3 today for gas. Yeah, it's
We're
low
still
for today.
we're still almost at 5.
Wow.
Like
Yeah.
470, 490 or something like that. It's killing me.
Eclectic
Ugh.
electric. I don't have a license. I never wanted to drive.
Nice. Yeah.
Affordable, not cheap. Yeah, not cheap quality. Just affordable.
Well, and that's the thing though about some of these older stripped down vehicles. Very simple to troubleshoot, very simple to fix on your own. You know what I mean? Versus like
Right.
now you need a full diagnostic computer to figure out what's going on. You can't, it's really hard to just diagnose one thing,
Yeah.
you know? Yep.
I don't mind moving on from the car if they come out with something that's an improvement on it.
Yeah.
The
Yep.
car was an improvement on the horse and carriage.
Sure. Sure. Yep. All I know is right now I need to buy a new stadium truck.
Yeah. You should get a real one.
I should. I should. But I'll just stick with 1/10. So what I'm thinking about doing, there's a company called something RD, something design, Revolutionary Designs or Revolution Designs. I don't remember the name of the company. Do a lot of race stuff. They make a chassis that's a little bit longer. And part of me is like, do I get a new kit and that chassis, or do I just get the new chassis and then
Both.
I know.
We got big news too coming up, so
I do.
you should maybe
Wait.
eventually wait and then be like,
Yep, that's what I'm thinking too.
good man.
That's what I'm
Good
thinking
man,
too.
Charlie Brown.
Yep. Am I looking at the RC10 GT? I would love to get another RC10 GT, but I'm going to have to wait till summer for that if I do it, just to make sure everything kind of. Hey, Kyle, you want the old truck? I'll sell it to you. I'm going to burn mine down, but I'll sell it to you first before I burn it. Then I'll buy a new truck. We could start our own race team.
There you go.
Yep. No, I want to get an RC10 GT. That'd be sick for summer. I don't know how many people will have them, but I definitely want to do it.
Yeah.
Yep. No, my truck, there's got to be something that'll make it run better. It's probably just me.
Yeah.
But it'd be nice just to start fresh.
Yeah.
So
double A day. You better be careful because next thing you know, we're gonna have Lake Ontario is gonna become Lake America.
Lake America.
Lake Michigan, Lake Superior, Lake America.
Yeah. That's funny. That's funny. Okay, I'll let Ryan and Kyle eBay
fight over it.
Fight over it.
I think they should do a good old.
Yeah, you tell me how much you want to pay for it, and then we'll go for it. They're brothers, so you tell me how much, and then we'll go for it from there. Pablo already had a J Concepts as a partner. Nope, I don't have J Concepts. They didn't talk to me ever.
United States of America.
Yep.
What's Greenless your name?
Yeah, I don't know. We can race for it, they said.
Island of America.
I know, right? Greener America.
Yeah.
The great green America.
Yeah.
Oh man. Wouldn't that be wild? Like, wouldn't that be wild truly if Canada became America?
No.
You wouldn't allow it?
I don't have a say in it. I don't think it'd be wild.
You don't think so? You think there's actually a possibility of that happening?
No.
No.
I mean, it would be easy to make happen if somebody really wanted to.
Yeah.
Like, their defense systems aren't like, it's us, basically.
Well,
So,
oh yeah. No, well, yeah. I mean, we would never, I don't think it would ever be like that, like we're conquering Canada. But I mean, yeah, we work together. I don't know.
do you really want Canada coming down here?
I have good Canadian friends. I mean,
It's my thing, the same with the border to the south.
yeah.
I've been to those places many, many times.
Yeah.
And like, if you're not assimilating to what makes it work, you're just building what was down there up here.
Well, that's the thing about Canada. Canada's very similar.
Yeah. I don't think it's as big of a deal.
No. Uh-uh.
But the gangs that everybody says they're fleeing have come here and they're here now too. So,
Right.
and they're doing the same thing, going door to door,
Yeah.
saying, you pay us to protect you or
Yeah.
you're not protected from us. Like, basically,
Yeah. Right.
yeah, we're the problem, but you got to pay us to be protected from
Yeah.
us. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's anyway, not to get into all the weeds, but I've spent a lot of time doing humanitarian work throughout
Yeah.
Latin America
Yeah.
and South America. And actually in the centers where they were being sent back to, like children and all that, to be taken back to their families
Mm-hmm.
and talk to the kids that are just like, we just thought it'd be fun to try to go, like 16-year-old boys. Just seemed like a fun thing to do. Like,
I like this
try
one.
to go.
That's the benefit for Canada is that they would be able to get to Tamaya Paints again.
Their pricing. Yeah. Well, the problem is that Premier train ride, if that went to US pricing and stayed at the, it's like $5,500 to do that train ride.
Yeah.
But that's Canadian. So it's like $3,800
Yeah.
US. So I
Yeah.
say, I don't have an opinion, man. I just like people.
I like the Gulf
That's
of
the thing.
America.
That's the thing. I like people. I like people in Latin America. I like people everywhere I've gone. Like, people are amazing.
Imagine all the maps that are out there in existence today. That they would be like looking at the map, like they unroll the map and they look at it and they're like, USA. It'd be so weird.
Yeah.
It'd be so weird. You know what would happen? Actually, you know what I would do? If that happened, I would start a map printing business.
Who's your invisible friend, Eclectic?
And reprint all the maps and get a corner on that market early. I'd be like, let's go. New America. A local poutine shop.
People make the Texas economy. I like people.
That's funny.
They do.
It would be over $4,000 Canadian for this new RC.
Yeah, it'd be almost $5,500.
Yeah.
It'd be like $5,300.
That's crazy.
Because the $5,500 train ride was $3,800 US.
Wow.
Yeah. So it would be at $3,500. It would price it at about $5,000.
That's crazy.
Plus, there's probably imports and other things. That was just a direct
Tariffs.
I mean, that was just a direct. If the price costs this much,
Yeah.
the dollar for dollar. But then there's probably also the import fees
All
and
the
other
duties.
push it up.
Yeah, all the
top of
duties.
whatever just the cost of it being Canadian to US. Yeah.
So you think
crazy.
that's pretty much us saying that no Canadian except for Matt's going to get one. He's going to be the only one in Canada. That's probably why he came down. Probably because he can't take one back to Canada without a cavity search or something. I don't know why I came up with that.
It's easier to take one back than to buy ship it. You imagine the tariffs on that? Like
I know, that's what I'm
they'd feel
saying.
the weight of that box and like all the metal in there and be like, we're gonna have to pay extra for this. We're gonna tax it.
It's so funny though, because like if he just like put it, he's like, it's just an RC car,
Yeah.
like out of the box. Like what would they could detain him or something like that? They'd be like, sorry, sir.
Sonic Moto, it's right there, baby.
Yeah.
I was playing it earlier. I was playing the Crow Boys. Where Did I Go Wrong? Such a good song. Talks about what was it? Getting a job to try and do some, get some nice things for his girlfriend, get his first paycheck, saw how much money he made. And it's like government took it all away. So I crashed my car in the corner. Struck a lighter I bought for the store. And something was like, I smoked my first cigarette, stressing over politics.
That's awesome.
Anyway, it's a fantastic, like, Mando song.
We could start smuggling paint and RC supplies to Canada.
Dude, it could make some killer money doing it.
It would be a ring.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. The RC Syndicate. I like it. I like the ring of that.
Say hi to Glenn.
Huh?
I don't know. So I just read say hi to Glenn. Eclectic was saying say hi to his invisible friend.
Oh,
I must have missed it.
don't know. Oh, you know what happened this weekend? I heard Dalton got a nickname. Dangerous Dalton. At the racetrack. I was like, I like that. That's a good one at the racetrack. Better than Rusty Farts. Rusty Farts is good. But Dangerous Dalton, that could go on a shop coat. Like, I guess so could Rusty Farts. But
yeah.
I don't know. They're both pretty good. Rusty Farts is his crawling name.
Whenever people order things from Canada for me, so especially like if they get the send servo mounts and all that, I just send extra because I'm like, that dude just paid like $15 for shipping.
Yeah.
And like if it breaks, he's got to have like 3 spares. And
Yeah.
the problem is that like it knows the weight of the item that has been purchased because it's been put in on the website, and it's got to match within a certain amount what the actual weight is.
Yeah.
It's really frustrating.
That sucks. Did you see the story that I posted about how I packaged my things to ship with the Pablo Escobar on it? So my last package that I shipped, I wrapped it all in black plastic, and then I cellophaned the whole thing like super tight so it looked like this big brick like of black. And I said, just so you know, if you ask me to ship something, it's coming wrapped like this, saying from Pablo on it. It was like Pablo Escobar just staring at it.
That's funny.
I was like, well, that's what's going to happen when I ship stuff. Dude, shipping's so weird. I shipped an RC car the other day, and it was only $20 to ship.
Yeah.
But then I shipped...
Tires from J Concepts cost you $25 to ship.
Well, and or same with like when I get stuff from TZO, the shipping's super expensive. Or like if I shipped a crawler before, and it's like $80 to ship a crawler. I mean, they're heavier, but they're only like 10 pounds maybe.
Speaking of, I haven't shipped you that car. It's up in that frozen tundra of the other place.
Nice.
So I need to...
I'll get it once the snow melts. I ever tell you about that when I was an RA back in the day when we had pagers?
No.
We had pagers, and it was dumping snow. It was like one of these snow things where we got like 18 inches of snow in college in one night.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, we were wrestling in the snow, and I lost my on-duty pager for the residence hall. I was like, oh no. And of course, out there, when it snows like that, we're not
Was it
getting.
clear, like kind of clear, or was it solid colored? Remember how they had them in like you get them in like
Oh
blue,
yeah,
and it was like
translucent
see-through blue.
purple.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. So I think it was that one,
we were
but
so
it
cool in
dropped.
the 90s.
It dropped all the way. We couldn't find it. Right, it was like somewhere in the snow, like fell all the way down, and then literally 2 months later, when the snow all went away, I found it. I went walking around out there, and I went and looked, and it was on the ground. I picked it up, put a new battery in it, and it worked again. It's like, this is awesome. Motorola's. Yes, sir. For $4, so I don't understand. $4? Yeah, that doesn't. I don't know how I could ship a crawler for $4. Yep. I sent a SCX-24 to New Zealand, and it cost $78 to ship. That's ridiculous.
Oof.
I've sent one to Canada before, and it was crazy expensive. It was something like $80 to ship a tube. I think I shipped a tube of stuff. It was like $80. It's like, this is ridiculous. Robbery.
Yeah, we should feel lucky here in the States, at least RC wise for now.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens with trades and costs of imports from other overseas manufacturing companies that make them.
Maybe I should start buying up associated RC cars and just stocking them and being like, I've got this car here.
Yeah.
You want it?
Oh man, I'm fresh out. Bam.
Yeah.
Can walk around in a trench coat. It's got all these RC car parts strapped.
No. What I'll do is I'll do it like Toys R Us, so it'll just be like the flat pieces of paper. Be like, just which one do you want? Just pick the paper and I'll scan it. Which one? Which one? You want the crawler? Okay, pick that crawler. I'll go back and get it.
Yeah, I guess if you run a business and you ship stuff all the time, you get a discount. Yeah, I mean anybody can if you pay for like Shippo or something, but you have to ship enough stuff to make it worth it.
Yeah.
Or like I get it with my website, it's part of the perks of the thing that I'm on. But it's so much cheaper than if I take it into the post office. Same thing, same item, same weight.
Yeah.
For me to print the postage and do it because it's on there, like they're the big business, and
Sure.
because they get so many sales for those companies, they get discounted rates, and
Yeah.
it's basically passed on to us.
Yeah.
That if I did the same items and took them, like when I'm charging $3 to ship, which usually costs me like $4.50, honestly, but I think I charge $3.99 for anything because the smallest package I have costs $4.50 to ship.
Yeah.
So, I'm eating the cost of the products, like the packaging and whatever. So I probably lose $1 on shipping.
Sure.
But, it's just I can't, when you're buying cheap stuff, to see more than $3.99 for shipping, that's a turnoff. But but it would cost probably $5 if I took it in to the post office to ship it instead of $4.20 or $4.50 or whatever. It'd be $5.60.
Yep.
So it's crazy. Shipping is not cheap.
Nope. Not at all. Not at all.
Than a flat envelope that holds a piece of paper, the cost goes up quickly.
Yeah. Yep. This box is a small box too. It's just a Bushido box, like a 12 scale box.
Yep.
Tiny. Threw an oval car in it. I got one more oval car to sell. 2 of them sold. I need to sell one more. And then I still have the trophy rat for sale. No bites on that one. I was surprised. Did someone say 420?
He said SCX-24 cost me over 20. So there's a 420 in that statement. So
RC Mart. Have you ever bought anything from RC Mart? I remember I tried once and they wanted me to go through all these hoops and I was like, nah.
No.
So.
But yeah. Well, man, you going to share the big news or no? You going to wait?
Not yet. I'll wait.
Okay.
Yep. Trophy Rat is the same as the SC10, right? The old school one, it's rear motor. It's not front motor in front of the transmission. But yeah, I guess kind of the same as the SC10. It's pretty cool.
I think I did get something from Eddie's RC ordered one. Oh, do you have any more things that you can get for $3,500 left?
Oh, one last one.
You've missed earlier, Jeremy. We were talking about right when we started. Man, if I had $3,500, I'd probably get.
You ready?
Then we also talk about how great the vehicle is, but
You ready?
yeah,
This one's pretty good. This one, I think both you and Josh would really appreciate.
these little flapping lips. You got one? Dang. Oh, nice.
You could buy 8 XL
Fisher cats.
Fisher cat taxidermy.
Nice. I could
You
use
buy-
8 of those.
You can use 8
You
of
wouldn't want
those.
just one. Like you have a pack of them laying down though and staring at you.
Yeah.
That's where it's a win.
Yep. Or just leave them on someone's car. Go around and see whose car is unlocked and just leave one on the seat. Like, here you go. There's a cat looking at you. That was once alive and now is stuffed and looks very awkward. That's cool. Why not? Right? I think it'll work.
Ordered a clear cage axle, orange panel, and wheel kit.
There you go.
Buy his Ducati for that.
Yeah.
I said a 4-wheeler or the Jack White triple caster guitar. Dude, have you seen that?
No, but I like this one. Oh, wait, not that one. Where'd he go? It jumped. This one. I'd pay mortgage and grab an optic and a boom kit. Yeah. I like this one. Taxidermy, you can make your own cheap. Wait, I've said too much. Just saying. Is that the soft taxidermy mount? Oops. Could be. Yep. I mean, that's pretty good. I like it. I should send that to Harley and be like, hey, I'll trade you 9 of these taxidermy cats for one of your Origin crawlers.
If he took you up on it though.
That would be-
I could
But-
just been doing that, and then you'd be like, oh, "Well, I can't get you those taxidermy." Well, you have to now because
if I had YouTube money, I would totally do that.
YouTube money's worth
oh.
that. If you're like YouTube money's huge, look at that. That's what I'd spend $3,500 on.
Yeah. No, I seriously, if I had $3,500, I would probably buy 8 of those taxidermy cats and send them to Harley and be like, I want my Origin now
$34.99
with a receipt. Like, here you go. It's pretty sweet.
I'm trying to close out. I don't remember how. Stop screen. There it is. Ka-chow.
Mm-hmm.
Guns. Ooh,
Yeah.
there's some cool ones you can get for $3,500.
Yeah, there are. Yeah, there are. There's a 2-year lead time on that mini taxidermy cat. I'll have to find another one.
Just keep telling them that, and then just disappear. I bought them. They're coming.
Yeah. Hookers and blow. Yeah. Hello from Alberta. We were just talking about you guys becoming our next state in the Great Americas.
I wasn't. I was talking about taking a train ride across your beautiful country from Toronto to Vancouver.
I could pick you up.
The Prestige line.
I could pick you up in Vancouver.
Canada
could-
Prestige train.
Is that one ticket is $3,500?
Yes.
Oh man, that's it. Does it include food at
Well, that's
least?
the Prestige. Yeah, all your food and drinks are covered.
So it's like a cruise.
Yeah.
How many days? 14 days?
Well, no, this one's for a shorter one. 4 days,
Mm.
4 nights.
Hmm.
Well, I don't know what the price when I was. It might have been the longer one that was that price.
Yeah.
Trying to see. It's hard to get the tickets as a thing. They also have one from like Montreal to Halifax. It's like their VIA line. And YouTube got me wanting to drop money on that like straight away. I'm like, what? I want to do that. Yes, it's all inclusive. Most beautiful scenery you will ever see. Yeah, it was unbelievable. Oh, just jump on a motorcycle and go anywhere. That's a good way to do it.
Nice. Nice.
No. Trust me. I pre-ordered the taxidermy cats, Josh. Just send it.
Just said it.
The fishing is epic. That's what I want to go. So I watched 2 things on Canada today.
Okay.
So I watched on the Algonquin state or their park system. Oh my gosh. That did not turn out well. That's too expensive. That needs half of that price. That needs to be like $50. It's so it's like you want taxidermy? Look at
Oh, still has
I
the tire marks.
butchered it.
Still has
tire
the tire mark.
Oh my god. Oh my go back to the one. Look at its leg. It definitely got hit by a car. It's man.
Look right there. It's like, don't mind
The
these tire
motorcycle,
marks.
maybe.
It's okay. Look.
Jasper, that was it. It's top of the list. I have a town to go. So Jasper,
Oh.
yeah. So that was the thing I said. I'm like, this train, they stopped in Jasper. I'm like, no, we just need to go there. Like, let's just go to let's take a plane ride right to Jasper. Looks amazing. That is so bad. But there's the Algonquin. So in that park, there was this thing about a fishing guide. It's called the documentary is called The Last Guide. It's on YouTube. It's like 45 minutes. It's about this like dude, guy was like 80 some years old, like hauling canoes out and doing it by like he started guiding at 8 years old when some guy saw him just catching fish on his way. He was taking a boat, canoe to the post office. And he was just dragging a line and catching these fish. And some guy's like, dude, we'll pay you good money to be our guide.
Yeah.
And so he's been guide since, 73, 76 years or whatever in that documentary. He'd been doing it. He was like, there had been other guides and he was the last one. And he was just doing it, small boats. He just knew everything about the area in their, they're state parks, is what we'd call it. It's like I don't know if it's a national park there or what it is, but he has just canoes stashed around, like, because otherwise he'd dock and then he'd walk across instead of having to carry the canoe. There'd be another one where they were going to go, and they just let him do it. He's like, he's brought so much money to the park system. Anyway, it was a really good watch. Like, I got sucked in because it's beautiful, and then you hear the guy's voice, like, he's 80 something. He's out there just like chain smoking in the boat, like, but still like, active rowing, whatever, because he's just kept up, he's just worked. So still strong out there breaking wood and, making fires and cooking the fish for him, like on the spot. It was so like cinematically shot, and for YouTube it was absolutely stunning. Anyway, if you guys are looking for something to do, you Canadians up there, check it out. His niece actually took over the guide stuff, learned how to do it, and she's now guiding on that lake system up there. But anyway, pretty cool.
Nice.
not Ontario Lake Superior. We were saying no, it's going to be renamed Lake America, not Lake Ontario.
Like America.
We're messing. We're
Oh,
making
my
fun of all the stuff that happened and has been said recently
Oh.
with the Gulf of America and stuff.
I gotta share my screen because these are
Oh, did you find more Are you just like on a list of taxidermy stuff now?
bro.
Like from one to another? Oh my gosh. And one in the middle. Look at the eyes.
So bad. Oh,
Look
it's
at the
so
one, the
bad.
eyeball in the middle.
Which
Right
one?
there. Yeah. It looks like
You're
that
like,
one kids show thing. The eyes of that. Oh my gosh.
oh man, that is so gross and
Look at
so funny.
no, left 2 from that. Let go right, left.
Right
The,
here.
yeah.
Be like, Harley, just hear me out, Harley. I really want to trade you these. They have high value.
The memes you could create, you're making money off of these.
I like how they give them a expression. Oh,
I feel like you should just go into the taxidermy. You couldn't be worse. Like you've never done it, but I bet you could do a better job.
yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be a
Maybe
little gross.
just the calling.
Yeah, it'd be a little gross, but I think
Worst
we can
part
get
is
over.
like somebody's handing you, they love their pet enough that they wanted to have it taxidermied. It's like one of those tattoos of like your kid,
Oh,
and it just looks like awful pet cemetery stuff.
no regrets.
Gosh. Squirrel riding rabbit mouse.
Oh man, look at.
Oh gosh.
Oh, oh.
Oh, he's got 2 different color eyes. We lost one of the eyes, so we found this marble. We thought it looked pretty good.
I used a little bit of artistic interpretation on this one.
Wait,
I
what are
hope
the
you're
ones
okay with
dressed
it.
up? Wait, go up right there in the middle. What the heck is that?
Kitten's wedding, taxidermy, strange history. Oh my goodness. Yes.
Oh, another Canadian movie that I really liked was a documentary. It was about a cat show. And it follows these ladies that are going that have like best in show cats
Uh-huh.
through, and there's this one that really thinks she's going to win at the beginning, and then this other cat comes in and starts winning, and she's watching her lead decline. It's so fantastic. I'm going to look up the name of it. I saw it on a flight to Hawaii. Don't ask me why I watched it.
You're like, I think this looks like a good watch for a 4-hour flight.
I mean, we were filming it's called Catwalk, Tales from the Cat Show Circuit. Filmed is in 2018, and watching it on a plane where your screens are so bad, it looked like it had been recorded on VHS. Like it was better when I watched it at home. So I'm going to admit I've watched it twice now.
Wow.
I made my family watch it.
You're like, hey, this is really good.
Yeah.
It's riveting.
Yeah.
Makes me want to move to Canada.
It looks like it's on YouTube, so you can watch it on.
Nice.
An hour and 15 minutes.
Oh, here you go. This one looks like it's.
You're welcome, everybody.
This one, this expression here is like.
I will have questions next week to see who's watched it.
This one's like, I'm happy to
I
see
will
you
be.
again.
I will be giving something away to people that have answers. What the one sitting? It's a fox. Oh, is that a fox sitting on a chair?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great, Mr. Fox.
Bad taxidermy. Here you go.
Can we invite the taxidermist to dinner, right?
Oh wow. Yikes.
Hey, when you're captive on a plane, your choices are limited and your conscience is questionable.
Wow.
Plus, they'd had some kind of like Hawaiian drink thing because we were in first class. Got nice upgrades.
Wow. These are frightening. They are so.
What
Oh,
did the fox say? That one, nothing.
I don't know what
Oh.
this is.
I think that was one of those hairless cats. Like,
Ugh. Wow.
what was that cat's name in the
Bigglesworth?
Bigglesworth? Yeah, Mr. Bigglesworth. That one's actually pretty good there. The ones in the clothing is weird.
this, yeah.
The one picture too is like of the back, like so you can't see anything. It's like
I like the priest marrying the.
Life After Star Fox. Oh my gosh.
Wow. That's too much.
I'm glad I've already been to sleep.
Here you go. That's a meme one right there.
That one looks like it's from
Could you imagine?
What's that Christmas movie I like with the puppets? Emmett Otter.
Could you imagine getting something like this and just hiding it, like moving it from place to place in the house, like putting it in the
Creep people
closet,
out. Oh my gosh.
put it in the freezer? Like, oh hey, could you run downstairs to the garage and get that out of the
Is
freezer?
that a mouse smoking and drinking? Smoking.
How much is that?
I
I would seriously buy this for Harley and be like, hey, I think this is a good trade. The value is going to go up over years. It's a piece of art. And be like, I'd like to trade
did you see this comment? For some, it's a different hobby, but same cringe results as some RC builds I see. He's talking about me right now. Thanks.
Oh, yeah.
Why is one of your tabs edible bugs?
Remember that
because
was
you had that at the beginning.
you could buy like 300 pounds of edible bugs.
Yeah, that's right.
It's all right. Don't worry about it. Don't worry
For
about it.
your like iguanas and stuff.
No, you could eat
Mine
them.
would be music stuff. Like I could spend so much money. That's been my latest hobby stuff. I mean, this,
Yeah.
that, the Gibson. I got a sweet looking Gretsch over here.
Sweet. Yep. Very nice.
That's the Mike Dirnt bass, the Green Day bass player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought this was an RC show. What happened? What are we watching?
Those are animals that have been hit by RC cars.
We decided to immortalize them forever.
Yeah. They're trophies.
I seriously should see if Harley would trade me for that.
Oh my
mouse.
gosh.
Huh?
Have you seen Dinner for the Schmucks where they have all the taxidermy stuff?
Oh, I feel like I've seen it, but I don't remember it.
Steve Carell.
Oh,
Is this Steve Carell?
I'm sure I've seen it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You may need to mute it.
That's awesome.
But yeah. Yeah, so top Thursday, and I need to get some footage driving the little mini monster trucks. I haven't done videos on that recently. They're just fun.
I don't think I have another. I have a weird lull. So I don't have another race till February 1st. And then there's nothing for the rest of February. Well, I was supposed to go to
do something else.
I was supposed to go to some away races, but I've got some other stuff I have to work on. So clean out and stuff.
Yep.
I wonder what the stats are on animals and RC accidents.
There's probably some.
It's true.
Birds hit by planes. That'd be wild to see.
Yep. I thought, you ever see that video of Randy Johnson hitting a bird?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So there was a small bird in the place where we were racing this weekend, and I was like, I could just see a mod car jumping and the bird swooping down. Just poof.
Oh my gosh, it'd be so good. I mean, to be terrible, but so good.
Yep. So how about that TikTok, huh?
I haven't missed
It'd
it.
be a good video for TikTok. I haven't missed it either. You saw my trolling thing
I
about
did.
me sitting back.
I saw Mark Santa Maria's video too, and he uses the CapCut for editing. And that was a TikTok owned company.
I hadn't even thought about that. Interesting.
It helps with like AI editing. And have you used Descript before?
Nope.
So I know a lot of people use different things to like populate stuff for their videos for YouTube. It will transcribe the whole thing. It'll pull highlights out of it they can use as upright video to shorts. It'll create however many shorts you want it to out of it. It's insane. It'll write a description for you based on what you're saying in it. It'll take and you could give it like what you want your description to kind of sound like in as far as verbiage.
Yeah.
How you would write and just put that in as text that it's going to try and emulate. Like if you want to use your name or if you want to say I instead of, and it just writes it all for you. It automatically chapter markers everything. Wow. It's insane. It's pretty cool. 1025R and X-Max jumps big time. All right, AA Day. We need to do it. I'm going to see if I can get some time. The problem is there's so much work time. Just busy with work. And then I've been working on that album of stuff, the EP.
Yeah.
I've got 3 of them recorded pretty decently and mixed down and had other singers come in. And
oh, nice.
So
I feel bad. I don't know if you saw my text. I like totally this weekend. I just totally
I went
and saw live music on Saturday, which was really cool. We have a place called Jazz Alley out here. Awesome. We went and had dinner and watched a live show. Haven't done that in a long time. I miss it. It was good hearing real music. And then the weekend before that, our church service had a couple arrangements. I almost sent you the link. I didn't go and look to see if they recorded it or not, but it was really good. The worship music. I was like, dang, this is good. Like, I was like, this is like, it should be on the radio. Like, I was like, this is good.
Good.
Yeah. So
I'm trying to get tickets, speaking of live music, to go see Steven Wilson Jr. But that guy sold out his whole set. Like, he just blew up on the internet. He did this live concert at the print shop on YouTube and just went through the roof. Like, the old ESPN guys that are doing their own podcasts now somehow heard him and heard he used to be a boxer, and so they have him in, wanted to talk about that, but then just be like, dude, your music. So it's like kind of country, but it's more angsty, and it's like
thanks, AA. We'll see you next time.
Nirvana did if Nirvana did country, it's kind of like that. Like he sings in cursive, like Soundgarden singer.
Okay.
Chris Cornell.
Yeah.
Like you can hear like the influences in his little licks and stuff. It's just like there's so much like artistry in his music that it's insane. Yes, I've seen him XPX live a bunch of times. I almost went to see him in Chicago in December.
Nice.
They were just here. And then I almost flew to Houston to see him, and I didn't, but I should have, because of my buddy that I used to work with 8 years ago went in and saw him. The guy that used to work with Mr. Beast. Doing stuff.
Speaking of, that show is terrible.
The Mr. Beast one?
The game show that he has on Amazon.
Yeah.
Terrible. Oh, it's so bad. Me and my wife watched it and we're like, is that this generation? Do they just cry at everything? Like, they were crying about everything. I'm like, stop crying. Stop it.
So it's the people, the contestants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crying.
Drama, man.
All the time.
People like drama. Oh, have you seen that Jury Duty show on?
No.
I think it's on Amazon Prime. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. So there's one guy that's there actually trying to do jury duty. The rest are all actors. Oh man.
That sounds cool.
And so because of it, they just make it the most awkward, like the scenarios that he has, like the most weird interpersonal people that you could ever have. It's so funny, dude. It's insane.
I'll have to look it up.
Like there's two of them, like 5 and 6, that get a little raunchy, but
Yeah.
the other ones, man, like those first and then the
There's-
last one are really, really funny. Oh my gosh.
There's a funny one that my wife showed me. It was like on Netflix that You Can't Ask That or whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called, but it's pretty funny where they had like these old people on, like almost 100 years old people, and they asked them all these like personal questions, and it was just funny. They had all these funny answers to it. That was a good one. And I watched Three Body Problem.
Mm-hmm.
Got through that first season. Pretty good. It's kind of bummed how they left it on the end of the season, so now I have to wait for the next season.
Yeah, it's always fun when they do that to you and you have to wait.
You're like, come on, it's just getting into it.
I'm gonna punch you.
All right,
We'll wrap it.
wrap it up.
All right, everybody, go check out Stephen Wilson Jr. on YouTube. You're welcome.
You're
If you
welcome.
if you like country rock / indie folk kind of rock that has like a Death Cab for Cutie, Nirvana, Soundgarden bent to it.
And go check out my new Instagram, Taxidermy Bad Cats.
We should start doing reviews. We should do a taxidermy review.
We should.
Um,
We should. That'd be awesome. They're asking for you to
play
play
us
us out. Land the plane, Tony.
Oh, I can get a.
Here's a T-shirt. Here's a T-shirt for you. It says,
the outro.
it says, if genders confuse you, go milk a bull. Very nice.
I don't have music.
Huh? They said show a montage of taxidermy cats as you play.
What'd you say?
They said show a montage of taxidermy cats as they play.
Peace out.